know the prefix, carbon number 1, meth, eth, prop, but. Okay, after that is the Greek numbering, pent, hex, sept. Okay, so we start with naming of hydrocarbons, and we'll start with naming of alkane. This is very interesting, and you can, it's every year every batch has enjoyed this, because you will make a lot of mistakes and you yourself will be laughing about your mistakes. Okay, naming of hydrocarbons. And the type of naming that we will be doing now is very, very simple, and we will restrict ourselves only to alkanes initially. So if you ask me from, no, what you have done is only the tip of the iceberg. What you did is only meth, eth, prop, but, and then getting to know ane. Wait, let the movie start, then you'll understand what I'm going to do today. Okay, so this is naming of hydrocarbons, alkanes. And if you ask me, like in exams, what type of questions have come, if they have come, also very simple questions come. In our days, questions used to come. Nowadays, a lot of portion of it has been taken to grade 11. Okay, and in 11, it's very, very tough way the namings will happen. So you had a brief idea out here. If you love this part, this is the only part of organic chemistry which, if you fall in love with this, then I think you'll love organic chemistry. Okay, now naming, and there will be some logic behind it. You have to identify the logic and start naming. Now question arises, why are you doing naming? Okay, now when we come to typically organic compounds, they are somewhat like our, like bongs. Every bong child has got a nickname at home and a name in school. Okay, so yeah, the organic compounds are like that. Like, I'll give you some examples. If ant bites you, we call that it has injected something called formic acid. Now formic acid is a trivial name. In chemistry we have a name called trivial name. Trivial name kaisa hai? Trivial name is a name which was given by some scientists, because a lot of compounds you will get in the name of scientists also, given by some scientists, or some, you know, some period, say in 1700s or 1800s, somebody discovered this acid, he named it as formic acid. Okay, ऐसे कर करके organic chemistry, since you have got a vast number of compounds can happen, so slowly what happened, people started naming things to their choice. Let me give you one more acid. Let's say there's one more acid called acetic acid. Now if you ask acetic acid, sir, it is again a trivial name. So we had to have a common, though it might be some way that, you know, our friend Neha has discovered some acid and she has named it formic acid and she claims supremacy about it. Little does she know that this acid is actually existing already with somebody, but with a different name. So ये सब complexity आने के बाद there was a body which was formed which is named as IUPAC. ये लिख लीजिए, इसका full form आता है International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So IUPAC came right from, you know, something around from 1940s, 70s, but in 1979 odd, if I'm very correct, from 1979 onwards, IUPAC started publishing a rule as per which you will be naming organic compounds. That rule applies to you as an Indian, American, Russian, whoever it is. The rule is applied. Standard now. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. मतलब समझ लो केमिस्ट्री की पंचायत है ये, इंटरनेशनल पंचायत, एंड जो वो बोलेगा वैसे ही आपको करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, so far okay? Okay children, are you able to hear me loud and clear just like before? Yeah, clear. Oh, no, clear now. Yeah, because the mic is new, I just wanted to hear that only. Okay, right. And when the cost goes up 5 times the sound also, but I have not done any settings so far. So IUPAC says, look, you cannot name it the way. So as for IUPAC, this particular acid is known as methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. This acid is known as ethanoic acid. Okay, now this is what we are going to study. Since we are studying organic compounds, in this chapter, a lot of compounds we will see where you will see names, trivial name. Like say, for example, benzene. Benzene is a trivial name. Toluene, trivial name. Phenol, trivial name. These are not exact names. Isobutane, trivial names. So today we'll first learn how to name as per IUPAC. This is called the IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature. And we will see this IUPAC nomenclature for alkanes, typically for branched ones. Now, Zoe and Neha, when you first said we have done this and Vania, we did not see any branching. What you saw was straight alkanes in the last class: methane, ethane, propane, butane. Yeah, we'll see with branching. Before understanding this branching, and maybe let's go back to group 17. Now, this group will be haunting you a lot in this chapter. Group 17 is known for its three halogens. What do we have there? Fluorine, bromine, chlorine, and up to iodine. इनका नाम कुछ ऐसे यूज होगा यहाँ पे: फ्लोरो, क्लोरो, सॉरी, क्लोरो, ब्रोमो, ब्रोमो, क्लोरो, आयोडो. ये भी लिख लीजिए: क्लोरो, ब्रोमो, क्लोरो, आयोडो. कैसे आया? फ्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन, क्लोरीन, आयोडीन. ठीक है? At your level, this much is sufficient. And do you remember studying something called this particular group in last class? Alkyl groups. Alkyl. So this is known as alkyl. Somebody call it alkyl. So this is methyl. This is methyl because it is one carbon, methyl. Similarly, if it is C2H5, it will be known as ethyl. Okay? Here another. So let me form one. First pay attention and pay interest. धीरे धीरे कॉपी कीजिए. इसको हम बोलते हैं straight chain. Remember that there is to be straight chain, branch chain, as well as cyclic chains. Okay. Straight chain can also be in like a what do you call folded manner. End of the day, if by pulling it, you can make it a straight chain, Today we'll go for branch chain. Say suppose I have done a branching out here. मैंने यहाँ पे एक branch है. ठीक है? अब इस compound को पूरा करता हूँ मैं. ठीक है? कैसे पूरा करूँ? Very easy. This is CH3 and the last one is also CH3. You know this. Now because we are doing alkanes. CH3, CH3 and fill all with CH2. Just leave this. CH2, CH2, CH2. Now this one is 1, 2, 3. One more valence is required, so CH, and here I have put a chlorine. We will learn now how to name this compound. How to name this compound. ठीक है? ये जरा लिख लीजिए. Write this, draw this pattern. So how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbons से खुद बनाइए. बोर्ड मत देखिए. Make it on your own. CH3, CH2. Okay. On the third, I have put a branch, and you fill the valences with your way. On the third, I have put a branch. You fill the valences to your way. मत देखो बानिया, खुद करने की कोशिश करो. थर्ड पे ब्रांचिंग करो. थर्ड पे ब्रांचिंग करो. लो मिटा दिया मैं. थर्ड पे ब्रांचिंग करो. ठीक है? CH3, CH2. So यहाँ पे ब्रांचिंग कर दिया हमने. Then again CH2 कितने हो गए? 4 हो गए और 3 चाहिए. CH2, CH2, CH3 हो गए 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. इसको CH कर दिया, इसको Cl कर दिया. ठीक है? Now we'll name this compound. Step 1. And no matter how much you write it, you will forget. So it comes by practice. It's like the pharmacy shop. You can't remember where all medicines are there. Do you know how pharmacy shops keep medicine? How are they able to give you immediately? Alphabetical order में रहता है पूरा medicine. ठीक है? तो आप याद नहीं कर सकते. If you take out the pharmacy lady from here and you put her in any other pharmacy, she will be able to take over job from day one. कुछ सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Technique is same. Okay. First step is identify the longest chain. यहीं पे बच्चा सबसे ज्यादा गड़बड़ी करेगा. Identify the longest chain. And for this example, what we do is that instead of chlorine, just for this example, make it CH3. Identify the longest chain. Now, how you identify? Have you written the step? Now listen to me. How we identify the longest step is we start counting. and you can start counting from any endpoint. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could have been a chain and this is the branch possible. Okay, 4. How many did we get? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many is it? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now 6 is leading over 4. 4 to chala gaya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the biggest number we got? That is your longest chain. 6 is not your longest chain. Have you understood? That is your longest chain. In fact, now at this step, I'll do 2-3 iterations and show you. 7 is your longest chain. It was very easy to identify in this manner. You would have said, "Sir, आप इतना ऐसा करके क्यों गए थे?" ठीक है? आओ, इसको थोड़ा सा चेंज करते हैं. ठीक है? अब देखो. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. There are 2. C2H5 is nothing but this whole item. Is this not C2H5? This is C2H5. So 9, 10. How much did you get? 10. Count from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still 10 rules. So 10 rules in that case. Did you understand? कैसे है उससे नहीं, आप काउंट करके देखो and try to find out whether the one you have selected is the longest chain or not. Have you understood? Identify the longest chain. So here we say we have got a C7 chain. C7 chain. Carbon 7. Once you have identified, do not do any numbering. Next is numbering the carbon atoms. Our next step is numbering the carbon atoms. Stop. Don't just number. ऐसे वैसे मत करना. Now, last class we saw just simple straight chains. Out here there is a branching. Now you should number in such a way that the branch should get the lowest number possible. इसको हम नोड कहते हैं या लोकैंट कहते हैं. ठीक है? लोकैंट या नोड. किसी स्कूल में पढ़ा रहा है क्या ये चैप्टर? लोकैंट या नोड कहते हैं. नोड. Now one way I can number is see now 7 ऐसे करने से भी 7 है, ऐसे करने से भी 7 है. But if I come this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, I get number 5 out here. This carbon gets assigned the number 5. But if I count from this 1, 2, 3, 3 is less than 5. So I will be counting it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just for your information, I'm also writing this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now decide between yourself. Between 3 and 5, which is a smaller number? 3 is a smaller number. So the pattern in which this carbon got 3, that pattern will be honored. So this pattern will not be honored. This numbering will be honored. So numbering is carbon atoms such that the node or the locant, अभी और टफ होगा ये, gets the lowest number. अभी सबसे सिंपल से कर रहे हैं आप इस lowest number. इतना क्लियर हुआ? Longest chain and then take the node such that the node gets the lowest number. Done? Now our job is to write the name of the compound. हो गया. So how will we write the name of the compound? आ जाओ. सबसे पहले the locant is mentioned. 3. Now drop your pens and look this side. Remember one thing, in organic chemistry, between a letter and a letter, sorry, not a letter and a letter, we'll say between a number and a number, you will always have a comma. What did I say? Between number and number, we'll have comma. Sir, what does this mean? Hold on, let's समझ लो. And between number and an alphabet, you will always have a dash. You will always have a dash. Number and alphabet, you will have dash. Number, you will have comma. हालांकि in grade 10 level they might not look at with that much, but try to have it because in 11 they'll look like this. Number and number is always comma. Number and alphabet is always dash. And this alphabet will always start with capital letter. Okay. And then it continues in a straight run. No capital will be seen after this. And no separations will be seen. One word it will go. समझ में आया? No separations. Whatever words we get, अब इस example से समझ में आ जाएगा. After number we will put a dash. Then whatever word starts, उसका पहला word letter will be capital. And then if there are words, those words will not have spaces. They'll go in one line. शौर्या सिंह, शौर्या के बाद स्पेस सिंह नहीं जाएगा, शौर्या और उसके पीछे सिंह, और ये सब स्मॉल लेटर में ही होगा. सिर्फ पहला शौर्या का एस कैसा रहेगा? कैपिटल. तो आओ इसको नंबरिंग करते हैं. सो फर्स्ट व्हाट डू वी मेंशन? द फर्स्ट इज द लोकेंट 3. फिर आपको बोलना पड़ेगा, see the naming should be such that looking at the name you should be able to draw the structure. स्ट्रक्चर से नाम लिखना आसान है, नाम से भी स्ट्रक्चर लिखने का टेस्ट आएगा. they'll give you the name, draw the structure. 3 पे कौन है बोलो? 3 पे अच्छा, this particular thing which is now on the branch, this is known as my substituent. This is known as the substituent because the main chain was in this manner. This is a substituent which has just got hung on the chain. What is the substituent? जरा सोचो, what is the substituent? CH3 मैंने लिख के रखा है. It's methyl. वैसे तो ये 7 चेन वाला कार्बन है, तो इसका नाम क्या होना चाहिए? हेप्टेन. 7 means हेप्टेन. We are doing only alkanes. पर ये हेप्टेन नहीं है, ये एक ऐसा हेप्टेन है जिसके थर्ड कार्बन पे मिथाइल लगा हुआ है ना? तो इसका नाम होगा 3. 3 के बाद मैंने बोला ना, नंबर एंड अल्फाबेट हाइफन, methyl, M capital, heptane, all joined together. This is the name of the compound. 3-methyl heptane. Now do you understand what I meant by that? 2 words. Now in your school sometimes your teachers or someone may write 3-methyl space heptane. Wrong है वो. 3-methyl heptane in one go, and heptane cannot have capital letter. 3-methyl heptane. How to decode this? Now let's go with the reverse process. Let's see the reverse process. बहुत करेंगे practice, चिंता मत करो. Now suppose this name was given to you and you are supposed to draw the structure. What is the parent alkane? Heptane. Heptane means 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 नंबर पे मिथाइल लगा हुआ है. 1, 2, 3 from any side. 1, 2, 3. I can make it from this side also. That doesn't matter. आप इधर से गिनोगे. When you went from Trivandrum to Delhi, first AC Rajdhani was here. When you come from Delhi to Trivandrum, first AC Rajdhani is here. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, ठीक है ना? 3 मिथाइल, तो 3 पे मिथाइल और बाकी सब हो गया मेरा हेप्टेन. बोलो, बहुत ही सिंपल था, ये समझ में आया कि नहीं? ठीक है, 3-methyl heptane. This part we'll do later, like from name to structure. Let's first do only structure and names. Have you understood? Okay. Our next example, we are replacing methyl. Look here, look here, look here. We are replacing methyl and we are bringing bromine. Tell me the name of the compound. कैसा नाम अच्छा सुनता है? बोर्ड में ही पूरा आंसर है, लेकिन full name. I want full name. 3-bromoheptane. And how will we write? Again 7, 3 hyphen. On the third we have got a bromine. Bromine is named as bromo, but capital bromoheptane. क्लोरीन होता तो क्या लिखते हैं? 3 chloroheptane. बस लाइन में आ रहे हो. 3 iodoheptane. ठीक है? So tell me one thing, touch your heart. If it is one chain and only one substituent, will you be able to name it? Now, okay, let me see. ठीक है, तो लेट मी सी, इसको मिटाता हूँ। हाँ, इसी के ऊपर इसमें क्या है, क्लोरो ब्रोमो ब्रोमो, बस। ठीक है, आ जाओ, एक कोशिश करो तो। ओके, कोशिश करते हैं ना, सीखने से ही तो होगा, नहीं तो कैसे होगा। 1 2 3, ओके। अच्छा, ये देने से आप थोड़ा सा फंस जाओगे। If I am at your place, I'll just look at the CH. If they are all CH2, CH2, no, so no. If they are CH2, CH2, you are just being puzzled. There is no branching. Branching होने से CH2 नहीं हो सकता है. ब्रांच होने से कभी भी CH2 नहीं हो सकता है. ये सब कैसा है, सब CH2 है. तुमको मामू बना रहा है बेसिकली. इसको खींच दो तो 3 आयोडो. अब थोड़ा सा अलग करें. चलो. Now try to name this compound. Did you understand? This was 3 iodooctane. Now try to name this. CH3, CH2, CH, CH, CH. Mind you, beta. CH, CH, CH3, CH3. You won't be able to name it upfront, I'm saying you, but I want you to try to understand so that when I tell you, you get the pleasure part of it. आप फंसोगे इसमें, आपसे नहीं होगा, और हो गया तो बहुत अच्छा है. हाँ, CH is not required. Carbon has 4 valencies, 1 2 3 4, all satisfied. Why does the hydrogen have to come? First, go by the rule. Identify the longest chain. Which is the longest chain? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So 4 5 6 is the longest chain. 6 is the longest chain, मतलब ये भाई साहब तो हेक्सेन में एंड करेगा, इसका नाम है कि नहीं? Now branching इसमें हुआ है. How do you number it now? Which way should I number? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3. I number it this way. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Have you understood? So 3 is the node. अब देखो 3 पे क्या लगा हुआ है. You are a girl, right? एक कान में थोड़ी पहनते हो, दोनों में ईयररिंग पहनते हो ना. Till now it was only one earring. Now you got a pair. यहां फंसोगे, पर अगर आप आइडिया लगाओगे थोड़ा सा होगा. How do we name a compound? First should be the locant. So what is the locant? 3. Then you mention what is that 3. आपको क्या दिख रहा है? 3 पे क्या लगा हुआ है? What is CH3? मिथाइल. मिथाइल कहां है? मिथाइल कहां है? एक ही जगह पे है. 2 मिथाइल है. डाइमिथाइल. लेकिन यहां थोड़ा सा इश्यू है. डाइमिथाइल, 2 मिथाइल है इस बार, लेकिन इश्यू है. शी इज सेइंग डाइमिथाइल. मैं अगर यहां मिथाइल देके यहां भी मिथाइल दे दूं तो भी तो डाइमिथाइल है. आपने 2 मिथाइल देखा. यू हैव सीन 2 मिथाइल्स आउट हियर. डू यू एग्री विथ मी? First, then give me the positions of the 2 methyls. Na? Where are the 2 methyls? At the third, right? What did I say? Number, comma. 3,3 dimethyl. Then, oh, you're liking it. Good. Hexane. So now it becomes very easy for me to understand. Hexane means it's a 6 chain. At node 3, is being mentioned twice. Means at third carbon there are 2 type of branching happening. 2 substituents. What are the 2 substituents? Both are methyl. When quantity appears in 2, we call it di. And you should remember hyphen and comma rule. 3 dimethyl heptane. Yeah, it's very good. Now I like it. Now our friend Neha says if 1 methyl was at CH2, यहां पे मिथाइल डाल दो. Now what would have been the name? That. So you're naming from this side 1 2 3 4, so it will be 2, 3 dimethyl hexane. Now stop for 1 minute. Both the compounds, this compound and the one previous to it, have the same number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms. Means their molecular formula would be same, but their structures are different. That's why in organic chemistry molecular formula has no significance. ऐश्वर्या नाम से ऐश्वर्या राय फिल्म स्टार भी है, हमारी बेटी का नाम भी हमने ऐश्वर्या रखा.
Both the substituents are different. Both the substituents are like different.
We will see them. You write these two first on your own. So I've written this one. This one structure you have to make because this structure now belongs to this. Anyone online or someone who has not understood, बच्चा पूछो, लेकिन हाँ यहाँ पे गड़बड़ी होने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा रहते हैं. आप पूछिए. आप स्कूल से कब आए? आज दिया. Just normal ask. 4. What did you eat? This is not I'm invading into someone's privacy, but I need that info. Did you eat? कितना खाते हो? क्या खाए हो? कार्ब्स गया है कि नहीं पेट में? क्या? हाँ मतलब कार्ब्स आप जानते हैं क्या क्या होता है? बाय द टाइम यू ऑल फिनिश, कार्ब्स क्या होता है? रोटी, इडली, ब्रेड, डोसा, चावल, ऐसा टाइप कुछ खाए हैं? वन ब्रेड एंड सम कॉर्नफ्लेक्स, वो सब वार्ड में खाते हैं, पेशेंट खाता है. घर पे आके भारतीय लड़की है ना, दबा के खाइए, कुछ खाइए. ओके, पेट भर के खाइए, इसीलिए आपको नींद आ रहा है. वीकनेस है, यू हैव लॉट ऑफ वीकनेस इन योर बॉडी. हर रोज आपका आंख बंद हो जाता है. हाँ, 2,3. और द फर्स्ट वन वाज, सी दिस वन आई हैव चेंज द स्ट्रक्चर. लटक मत उसमें, गिर जाएगा कुछ. ये किसका था? CH3 CH2 C CH3 CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3. दिस वन वाज दिस. ठीक है. अब हमें क्या देखना है? हम इस कंपाउंड को देख रहे हैं. लॉन्गेस्ट चेन कितना है? 6 है. नंबरिंग करते जाइए 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now here there is a challenge also. When you number, now suppose if I am numbering from this side, what are the numbers that are assigned to the nodes? Just look at the numbers that are assigned to the nodes. 2 and 3. अगर मैं इस साइड से आता तो क्या नंबर होता? 1 2 3 4 और आता और 5. यहां पे IUPAC कहता है, हर रूल हम लिख नहीं सकते हैं, आप समझते जाइए. The smaller number is always honored. 23. 2 and 3 का सम करेंगे. How much is the sum of 2 and 3? 5. How much is the sum of 5 and 4? 9. So the smaller sum is honored. Later on, when you go to 11, you will find that there may be 3 substituents also. Then we call sets. 2 3 smaller set, but sometimes you will find that there is a set whose starting number is bigger. 6 1 2. ये एक सेट है. एक और सेट मैं बना रहा हूं 1 2 1 3 and say 7. ओके, आपको देखने से ये छोटा लग रहा है, ये बड़ा लग रहा है. IUPAC says do the sum, whichever is the, हाँ, जिसका सम छोटा है वो वाला ऑनर कीजिए. इसका सम छोटा है ना, हाँ, तो 6 1 2 will be honored. That at your level nobody will ask you. At your level maximum you will get is like this. So should it be 23 or should it be 45? Sir, it should always be 23. 23 is a smaller set. ठीक है, तो 23 हो गया. तो हमें क्या मिला? 2 नंबर कार्बन पे लिंकिंग हो रहा है और 3 नंबर कार्बन में लिंकिंग हो रहा है. अभी लिंक्स को डिफाइन कीजिए. 2 और 3 क्या लिंकिंग है? डाइमिथाइल. अब इसको थोड़ा और चेंज करते हैं. द सेम थिंग वी विल चेंज नाउ. ओके, रेडी? विल चेंज द सेम थिंग. रेडी? चलो, इसका मिथाइल हटा के इसमें डालते हैं Br. अब जरा नेम करो तो इसको. वो डाइमिथाइल कहाँ है? अब तो एक मिथाइल है. आहा 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 आहा. 2 3 नहीं बोल सकते हैं. What are the, you have to tell me where is the node at 2, at 3. At 2 you have a different substituent, at 3 you have a different substituent. So let's name it. 2 में कौन है? 2 bromo. उसके बाद again after that again it's an alphabet and a number. 3 methyl hexane. 2 bromo 3 methyl hexane. Now we get to know 2 पे ब्रोमो है, 3 पे कौन है? मिथाइल है. ठीक है, हेक्सेन. लेकिन यहां एक और ट्विस्ट भी है. ये करेक्ट है, एक और ट्विस्ट देखो.
2, 3 जो भी पहले आता है ब्रोमो मिथाइल.
You get recruited to IUPAC, फिर हम कर सकते हैं. IUPAC says it should go like this. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे एक और मजेदार, isn't it interesting? ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है. ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा बदलते हैं, इसी को बदलते हैं. आओ और एक और कंपाउंड देखते हैं. सेम स्ट्रक्चर CH3 CH. तब तक आप ये लिख लीजिए. ठीक है, अब इसको नाम करने की कोशिश करेंगे. आ जाओ. We did lot of examples on this one. We did 1 example, 2 example, 3 examples we have done on the same. Please write every one of them nicely and carefully. Okay, we did 3 examples on this particular what you call molecule. शौर्या, हमने इसमें 3 एग्जाम्पल किए हैं. 1 2 और ये 3. अच्छा, अब वाला देखिए तो ये दोनों में क्या फर्क दिख रहा है अभी आपको? हाँ, ब्रोमाइड नहीं है, ब्रोमो. ब्रोमाइड इनऑर्गेनिक में है, ये ब्रोमो है. ब्रोमो और मिथाइल ने अपना अपना पोजीशन स्वैप कर लिया है. अच्छा, तो हमें नेमिंग करना है. लेट्स गो बाय आवर रूल. आइडेंटिफाई द लॉन्गेस्ट चेन. सर 6 चेन्स. आइडेंटिफाई द नोड्स. सर नोड इज स्टिल व्हाट? 2 and 3. कैन यू नेम मी द कंपाउंड नाउ? 2 methyl 3 bromo hexane. गलत, गलत. इसका नाम होगा 3 bromo 2 methyl hexane. Alphabetical order. Number automatically understood. Number is automatic. See, now you can say, sir, you are forming a number called 32 instead of 23. You will say that, sir, you are forming 32 instead of 23. Will you say? You have every right to say. Can I just wipe off this portion and think that this is not there on the board? I just have this information. Let me draw the structure. Let us see whether we go wrong or not. है ना? आपको तो ये 32 दिख रहा है ना, जबकि 23 होना चाहिए था. क्या है? पेरेंट चेन क्या है? हेक्सेन. 1 2 3 4 5 6 हाँ 1 2 3 4 5 6 ठीक है ना. अब कैसा है? अच्छा, ये अभी हम नंबर कर देते हैं इनको. 1 नहीं, आई विल मेक इट मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. मैं इसका नंबरिंग करूंगा यहां से. लेट मी रब दिस आल्सो. आई विल नंबर इट फ्रॉम दिस साइड. आई डोंट नो ना, यू हैव गिवन मी अ कंपाउंड. मुझे थोड़ी कंपाउंड पता है, ये तो मेरे पास है, मेरी मर्जी. तो मैं यहां से नंबर करूंगा 1 2 3 4 5 6. देन आई लुक एट द नेम. आई फाइंड 3 and 2 पे कुछ ना कुछ कारोबार है. 3 में कुछ है, 2 में कुछ है, मार्क करके रख लिया. ठीक है. एंड देन रेस्ट इज हेक्सेन. तो हेक्सेन कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. CH3 CH2 CH2 ऐसे. CH अभी बाद में करेंगे, हमें नहीं पता, अभी उतना नहीं देखा हूं. ये छोड़ दो, ये कर दिया मैंने CH3. अग्रीड. अब आगे नाम देखते हैं. 3 पे है ब्रोमो. 3 डाइब्रोमो होता तो बात अलग होता. 3 पे है वे वर ओनली अ ब्रोमो, ओनली 1. So in 3 1 2 and 1 more. So this is say bromo. That means only 1 hydrogen should come here to satisfy the valency of 4. And at 2 what do I have? Methyl. So at 2 I have a methyl group. That means 1 2 3 1 more. Did I land up in any other compound? No. 32 and 23 doesn't make the difference. It's the same compound that I have made. Yes, so same way. Opposite लिखा तो क्या हुआ? I told you, तिरुवनंतपुरम न्यू दिल्ली राजधानी जब आता है ऐसे आता है, जाएगा जब ऐसे जाएगा, पर ट्रेन थोड़ी घूमेगा आपके लिए. It should be. पहले 10th लेवल में ये चेक नहीं करता था, पर अब करना चाहिए, because in 11 they check it.
करना चाहिए.
करते हैं. See, at your level, even if you don't write this hyphen also, you might get a mark. So as I say, the rules, no matter how much you write down the rules, the practice comes once you have understood things properly. Let's do some more. अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है? ओके, एक और कंपाउंड तब तक मैं बनाता हूं. आइए. This is only alkane, huh? By the way, alkene and alkyne are pending. Alkene, alkyne, and all are much more complex. But anyway, we'll do that. I will name them. Try.
1, 2, 3.
Identify the longest chain. Sir, longest chain is not an issue because there is hardly any carbon on the other side. So 5 means it's a pentane series. Okay, na? 5 means it's a pentane series. Then find out the locants first. Number the carbon. Number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 3. Which should we go by? 2, 3. Okay? So I am naming this as 2. I am naming this as 3. So these are automatically understood. 4 and 5 and 1. So there is a substituent at 2. There is a substituent at 3. What is the substituent at 2? Chlorine. And what is the substituent at 3? Bromine. But they are coming in. Both the earrings are there. So there should be a dibromo dichloro scenario out here. Now see, between chloro and bromo, which one should come first? Bromo. बाई नहीं लिखाते हैं यहाँ. ये चैप्टर पढ़ाया है स्कूल में? नहीं, अपने आप मनगढ़ंत कुछ भी बोलते रहते हो. नहीं है बाई. मैं तो चौंक गया कि स्कूल में बाई पढ़ा. नहीं, इसमें बाई. केमिस्ट्री में बाई नहीं है. कहाँ है? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं होता है, डाइऑक्साइड ही होता है बिट्टू. हाँ, अब फिर हिंदी में बोल दे कार्बन द्वितीय ऑक्साइड, मन की शांति हो गई. ठीक है, ऐसे नाम बोलो. तो क्लोरो शुड कम फर्स्ट और ब्रोमो शुड कम फर्स्ट. Bromo should come first. Bromo should come first means bromo's linkage is at, not that way, don't go that way. Bromo should come first means bromo's linkage is at number. अब आप बोलो क्या लिखूं? 3 डाइब्रोमो नहीं होता है. 3 डाइब्रोमो. Then hyphen. ये है ना 3 डाइक्लोरो नहीं होता है ना. 3 डाइक्लोरो. कौन सा भूल गई? बोलो. 2 3 इसलिए कि डाइब्रोमो है ना. दोनों ही डाइब्रोमो डज नॉट मीन दैट दोनों ही 3 पे है. देखो बेटा, अगर 1 पे, अगर 2 पे ब्रोमीन होता और 4 पे भी होता तो हम क्या लिखते हैं? 2,4 डाइब्रोमो. Dibromo means 2 bromo. 3 means those 2 bromos are at 3 only.
say 5.
5. Then we'll write 3,5 dibromo. Rather, if we would have a bromo here, here, and here, we would write 2, 3, 4 tribromo.
Yes.
तीन चीज बताना है. कितने बच्चे, किसके बच्चे, कितने बच्चे, 2 ब्रोमीन, किसके हैं, ये दूसरा है, माताश्री ये दूसरे वाले. ठीक है, कितना जल्दी सीख जाएंगे, मजा लीजिए ना इसका. ठीक है, तुम्हारे जैसा ना एग्जैक्ट एक बच्चा मेरा 9th ग्रेड में है ग्लेंडल में, वेरी गुड इन स्टडीज, वेरी नाइस बॉय, ही इज ऑल्सो लाइक दैट. तो जैसे ही कुछ पढ़ता है ना, पहले इसमें खामी ढूंढने की कोशिश करता है. तो आई टेल हिम दैट लुक, ages and ages people are studying this, there's no mistake. First you learn, then you'll find fault. He'll first find fault. No sir, the formula cannot be like this. First learn it. फाइट करने के लिए पहले ताकत बढ़ाते हैं. Clear? So shall we try some more now? So far you have been only getting puzzled, children. You have been only getting puzzled on 3, 2, 2, 3. अभी तो आपको सांप जैसा आकार ही नहीं आया है. थोड़ा आकार चेंज करते हैं ना, बड़ा स्ट्रेट मजा नहीं आ रहा. ठीक है, चले अगले वाले पे. चलो अब नेक्स्ट वाले पे करते हैं. ओके, नाउ just like you learned about something called CH3. So this is known as what? This is known as मिथाइल. मिथाइल है ना, इसको मिथाइल बोलते हैं. एंड देयर पेरेंट सब्स्टिट्यूएंट इज नोन एज द एल्किल ग्रुप, एल्किल. उसी तरह एक और आता है OH. लेटर विल लर्न, व्हेन वी लर्न अल्कोहल विल गेट टू नो OH मींस अल्कोहल ग्रुप. पर अभी थोड़ी देर के लिए हम इसे हाइड्रोक्सी बोलेंगे. क्या बोलेंगे? हाइड्रोक्सी. OH मींस हाइड्रोक्सी. तो हाइड्रोक्सी लेके कुछ कंपाउंड्स की नेमिंग देखें. ठीक है, इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं आएगा एग्जाम में, बट आई एम लाइकिंग इट बिकॉज यू ऑल आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग. इफ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस देन वी विल गो. ठीक है, अब चलते हैं. So I'm not trying to confuse you on chain. Chain is very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 6 chain hexane. Let's get the nodes now.
5.
This will not come in exam. Now there's a very interesting thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. So one combination I'm getting is 2, 3, 5. Another combination I get is 2, 4, 5. Which one should I take? Go by the sum. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 11. हाँ, इसलिए सीखते हैं ना, सीखने में क्या जाता है. अब यहां भी एक बात है. You have a 2-pay bromo from this side. If you come as 2-pay bromo, that is very confusing exercise से. And यहाँ से जाने से 2-pay hydroxy है. But you went with this because this was giving you less number. You know, earlier there is another one rule. Between these constituents or substituents also, you should see who is more powerful. So a hydroxy generally precedes halogen. ये सब आपको 11 में आएगा. I'm not confusing you right now. A hydroxy will get the privilege. इसका नेमिंग, इसको पहले नेमिंग आना चाहिए. That means you should swap back to 2 on this side, but we will not go by this. At now we are at grade 10 level. चलो इसका नाम लिखो तो क्या होगा? Don't go by 2, 3. First of all, you identify what are there. Bromine, chlorine, and hydroxy. BCH. सबसे पहले कौन आता है? B. उसके बाद C, उसके बाद H. So B को नेम करते हैं. तो 2 पे क्या है? ब्रोमो. 2 ब्रोमो हाइफन. फिर 3,3 डाइक्लोरो.
5
हाइड्रोक्सी. दिल खुश हो गया. Good. You're doing good. 2 2 bromo, 3 dichloro, 5 hydroxy. This is one of the toughest that if it at all comes to you. What you'll get is all those. See, at your grade 10 level, they will not trouble you by locant. They will trouble you by the chain. So you should identify which chain is the longest. If at all IUPAC nomenclature comes, earlier just come for 1 or 2 marks.
So in 11th, just like you put hydroxy first.
Hydroxy first. वहाँ पे भी नेमिंग्स नहीं पूछते हैं इतना. No, there is the order: double bond, triple bond, hydroxy, acid group, ketone, aldehyde. So that order, it's like it's a list of gods. Which god has more priority over the other? Obviously, if suppose you are one area leader, I'm one area leader, and rotis are coming, and I'm more powerful, the serving person will serve me first rather than you. So I get the naming earlier than you. ठीक है, ये हो गया? समझ में आया बच्चा? चलिए, अब आप एक कंपाउंड को नेम कीजिए, ये आपको जानना चाहिए, and it will be very easy for you now. चलो, इसको नेम करो तो बेटा. I could not have given you simpler than this. Name this. What joke is he doing? What is this? Hey, come on! Don't tell me you don't know the name of this. अरे इसका नाम नहीं जानते हो? How many carbon atoms? 4 means what is the prefix? Tetra. But. And all single bond. Butane. बोला था बच्चा अपने मन की आवाज में दबा के रखोगे, हम अंतर्यामी थोड़ी है कि आपके मुंह में जाके सुन लेंगे. आप जो कॉन्फिडेंट हो वो ऐसे ही बोलेगा. ब्यूटेन. अग्री? व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? C4H10. ठीक है, जरा इसका नाम बताइए तो अभी. इसका नाम बताइए. Now you, as per IUPAC name. As per IUPAC name, what should be the name of this compound? Very easy. Which is the longest chain you are seeing? No, how are you seeing the longest chain?
I knew it's possible.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Be confident. This way is the longest chain. If you see this way, then at 2 पे मिथाइल लगा हुआ है. If you see it this way, then भी 2 पे मिथाइल है. ऐसे देखो तो भी 2 पे मिथाइल है. ऐसे देखो तो भी 2 पे मिथाइल है. तो नाम बोलो क्या होगा? 2 methyl, 2 methyl, then your straight chain is 3 carbon, propane. 2 methyl propane. Formula for this is also C4H10. गिन के देख लो. 1 2 3 4, 3 plus 3 6 plus 3 9 plus 1 10. In normal language, trivial name, this is called normal butane and this is called isobutane. And if you remember grade 8 and you go by LPG, LPG's major constituent is normal butane and also has traces of isobutane and propane also in it. LPG is not a compound. LPG is a mixture. In India, LPG has more of normal butane. But if you go to US and you say cooking gas, they will have propane more. Propane महंगा होता है, heating ज़्यादा है, so propane more. तो LPG में normal butane. लेकिन जब हम IUPAC में बात करते हैं, then we don't write this as normal butane. These are trivial names. These are trivial names. But this is IUPAC name. So how should you write? Sir, I should write butane and I should write 2-methyl propane. समझ में आया? Alkane naming थोड़ा बहुत. Shall we try one alkene naming? ठीक है, alkene का naming देखते हैं. आ जाओ. How alkenes are named? Base thing remains same. Prefix not 1. 1 से alkene हो नहीं सकता है. Alkene is minimum from 2. So 2 मतलब eth. And the suffix will be in. ठीक है, चलो आओ मजे करते हैं यहाँ पे. Okay, can you name this for me? CH2 double bond CH2. First of all, see whether the balances have been met or not. What is the compound? C2H4 CnH2n. CnH2n is alkene. Do you remember or not? CnH2n. What is alkane? CnH2n plus 2. So it's met. And ऐसे भी देखो ना, कार्बन 1 2 1 2 4 बस, ठीक है। इसका नाम क्या होगा बोलो, इसका नाम क्या होगा? एथिन, एथ, एंड डबल बॉन्ड के लिए नाम आ गया एथिन, ठीक है ना। कोई टेंशन नहीं। CH2 डबल बॉन्ड, 1 मिनट, हाँ, CH डबल बॉन्ड CH2, ठीक है। जरा देखो तो, दिस इज 3 and 1 4, 1 and 3 4, 2 and 2 4, ठीक है। इसको क्या नाम दोगे? What is the name of this? Propene. 3 carbons, so prop and 1 double bond to ene. अच्छा, इसको क्या नाम दोगे? इसको क्या नाम दोगे?
Okay, this is not so.
प्रोपीन। अरे यही चीज को तो मिरर कर दिया है ना। This is also propene, but it is not that simple that you are thinking. In alkenes, we are supposed to say the double bond is on which carbon atom. The double bond is on which carbon atom. ठीक है? Let's go to this example. You can name this carbon atom as 1 and you can name this as 2. You will tell me, sir, the double bond is on 1 also as well as on 2 also. Which is the smaller carbon atom? 1. So its ideal name should have been eth1ene. eth1ene ये होना चाहिए इसका नाम एक्चुअली, लेकिन हम बोलते हैं एथिन। क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Because you cannot have something which is eth2ene. बना के दिखाओ तो eth2ene. Sir, this is eth2ene. No, ethene itself has 2 carbon atoms. How can you allot the double bond to the second one, saying that it is the smaller one? Not possible. Are you understanding? Let's try to look that same thing for propane. Let's number it. 1 2 3. Sir, this is not possible because double bond should get the lowest number as possible. So other alternative is 1 2 3. Agree? In 1 2 3, now the double bond is between 1 and 2. Between 1 and 2, who is the smaller one? 1. So its name actually should be prop1ene. When we were at grade 10, from then also the naming has changed. We used to name this as propene1. Now it is prop1ene. लेकिन हम ये भी नहीं लिखते हैं, हम सीधा लिखेंगे propene. Why? I'll ask you now. You try to make prop2ene. बना के दिखाओ तो prop2ene. सर मैं बनाता हूँ prop2ene. prop2ene. 1 2 3 prop. 2 पे इन करना है, 2 पे इन करना है, तो फिर ये 1 पे आ गया ना। हाँ, सो prop2ene पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। हाँ, ब्यूटीन से लेकिन शुरू हो जाएगा। जरा देखो तो, वेरी गुड। नाउ लेट्स नेम दिस कंपाउंड। CH3 CH2 CH डबल बॉन्ड CH2। CH3 नहीं होगा, ये देखो 2 and 2 4, 1 and 2 4. Can you name this compound for me? Butene. Okay, I'm keeping the names. Butene. Another option is but1ene. Which one should I keep? Hold on, I'm drawing one more structure. जरा इसको नाम करो तो। but2ene। इसीलिए ब्यूटीन नाम हो नहीं सकता है, because in butene you can have but1ene as well as but2ene. So you have to be very specific. This one does not enjoy the privilege like propene and ethene enjoys, because in ethene and propene you cannot get another locant other than 1. Did you understand the beauty? But in case of butene you can have a locant as 2, because here the double bond is between 2 and 3. So we will select 2. ये आपके सिलेबस में शायद है भी नहीं है, कोई पूछता ही नहीं है सब, पर आपका आइडिया देखो कैसा है, ब्यूटूइन, ठीक है। दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव में। अगर आपको किसी ने सवाल पूछा, दे विल आस्क यू ओनली ऑन एल्केन एंड ब्रांच्ड एल्केन विद क्लोरो ब्रोमो आयोडो एंड मिथाइल्स, लाइक दैट, जो हमने पहले किया, एंड दे विल ट्राई टू प्ले यू विथ व्हाट, ब्रांचिंग. They will give you in such a manner. You can go and try in Lakshmi Singh also. They will give you in, you should be able to do Lakshmi Singh problems like this now. You have done much more tougher ones. आपको सिर्फ देखना है लंबा चेन कौन सा है, और वो लंबा चेन स्ट्रेट करके नहीं देगा, घुमा के देगा. Try to understand. So you try to open it up, and then your simple thing, locant should get the smallest number. Naming should be in alphabetical order. So though the locant can be 2, 3, the naming may be in 3, 2 order also. If 3 has got a bromo and 2 has got a chloro, bromo पहले आता है. इतना क्लियर है? ठीक है. अभी जब अल्कोहल आएगा तो अल्कोहल्स को भी नेम करना होगा. दो अल्कोहल आएगा तो क्या नाम लिखेंगे? अल्कोहल. Alcohol, it ends with all. Dettol. Dettol is alcohol. That's why when you see many people who have got intoxication का आदत है ना, there are places like in Nagaland, if you go and ask that big Dettol, nobody will sell you. If you're era type, पीते हैं लोग. Dettol is chloroxylenol. All, any all is alcohol. Phenol, alcohol. उसमें alcohol group होना ही पड़ेगा. No, Dettol drinking is not fatal. Not at all. Dettol is chloroxylenol. ठीक है, समझ में आया? तो उसमें जब दो अल्कोहल होगा तो कैसा नाम होगा? डायोल. ठीक है. So today we learned basic naming of what you call alkanes with branching and with substituents which are halo substituents. So ये जो जितने कंपाउंड आपने पढ़े ना, जैसे ये कंपाउंड, 1 मिनट देख लो बच्चा, फिर छोड़ता हूं आपको. CH2, CH, Cl, CH3. What was the name of this compound? 2-chlorobutane. This is 2-chlorobutane. 2-chlorobutane. So in this, do you see an alkane? Yes, sir. I do have an alkane whose one hydrogen has been knocked out, and who has come here? A halogen has come here. This sort of compound is known as haloalkane. In grade 12, haloalkane itself is one chapter. ठीक है. Haloalkane itself is one chapter. Haloalkanes and haloarenes. That's the first chapter. इसे लगा के फिर गाना गा लो, आज रात हेलो हेलो, फिर हेलो हेलो हो जाएगा. Haloalkanes. So halogens. So you'll be getting only with halogens and simple alkanes. This will give you a little bit of confidence. घर में जाके everything that you have practiced, practice them once again. And if you have questions, write your questions side by side. You may not be satisfied. You may yourself get stuck up and you may say, don't practice alkenes. Upfront I am saying, don't practice that hydroxy wala question. You just practice chloro, bromo, bromo, chloro, chloro, bromo, trichloro, dichloro, and you make tetrachloro. जैसे आप बनाते जाओ. All you have to do is see that the valencies are satisfied. That's the only thing that we need to see. Clear? In next class, we will be learning about isomerism. This is isomerism actually. When with the same molecular formula, you can have 2-3 compounds. We will see isomerism and homologous series. That will bring us to the end of hydrocarbons. Then we will get inside alcohols, carboxylic acids, and last one soaps and detergent. It is interesting if you want to